So the game I was channeling last night before going to bed was indeed a new 2D Zelda getting announced at the Nintendo Direct today. So why am I huffing and puffing then? Well, I'll tell you, shall I? This is just my opinion, of course, it's no like reflecting of anybody else's opinions or not wanting people to get too offended, it's just like what I think. I'm still getting the game because it is like out in like 3 months now. It's pretty quick turnaround for the game actually. I'm always happy when they announce games and it's like out in 3 to 6 months. I'm like, God, thank God I don't have to wait like a year and a half or something to play the game. But my first 2D Zelda was actually A Link Between Worlds. I played it like a couple of years ago. I've always been more of a 3D Zelda guy, but I took the plunge and I was like, okay, let's play some of the 2D Zeldas finally. I absolutely loved A Link Between Worlds, and then I ended up playing A Link to the Past, and I've also played games like Minish Cap, and I also played Link's Awakening, which is the last remake that just came out for the Nintendo Switch. So I was going to get round to games like Oracle of Seasons and Ages one day, but I had a feeling they were going to be remaking those at some point, and I thought, I'll be honest, I actually thought the next 2D Zelda that they were going to make was going to be an Oracle of Seasons and Ages one. That is obviously not what we're getting. We're getting a brand new title. It's called Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and it's the first game in the series where we're actually going to be playing as Princess Zelda, and I am all for that, man. I've kind of like wanted a Zelda game where we play as Zelda for quite a long time. I don't know if you remember some of the initial reactions to the reveal trailer, the first ever reveal trailer of Breath of the Wild. People genuinely thought we were playing as Zelda in that game. That didn't turn out to be the case, but this is the first time it's happening, and I'm excited for it. Like I say, I've always wanted to play as her in a game, and I'm surprised it took until now for it to happen. However, I'm just not happy with how this game looks. I think like one of the things that I think looks bad right off the bat is this chibi art style. I'm surprised Nintendo's still sticking with that. I guess it's working for them, but my God, I don't think this art style is stale. You just can't see any emotion on the faces or anything like that. I don't think it does the graphics justice either. Everything kind of looks like a toy. I'm just not a big fan of it. And when Link's Awakening came out with this art style as well, it's one of the things that I really didn't like about that game either, and felt like it kind of held the game back. I couldn't help but think just how much better like Link's Awakening would have felt to play, or like even just to look at if it maybe had borrowed a upgraded art style from A Link Between Worlds. If anyone's played A Link Between Worlds, my God, that game looks beautiful. Like, I've actually been someone that would love a wee bit of a HD remaster for that game, similar to what they're doing with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. But yeah, I just think the chibi art style looks bad. I mean, like, people might find it cute for now kind of thing, but I genuinely think it'll run through its course, and then we'll like look back at the games as being kind of ugly. And I kind of look at them being ugly now, to be brutally honest. I don't know if I ever really fancy playing Link's Awakening remake again, just purely because of how the art style is. It doesn't really make me want to jump back into it. I really hope that in the future Nintendo like go back to making different art styles for their 2D games, because I just want this chibi phase to be over personally. I'd like to know what people think about that. Maybe I'm more alone on this take, but that is genuinely how I feel about it. As far as the gameplay goes, I'm not entirely impressed with like what I've seen here. I definitely like the idea of playing as a mage, because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from her here. She's got her staff, looks like she's got a bunch of powers, but they didn't show us a bunch of powers. They're more like focused on showing us the echoes thing here, where you like create tables and stuff like that, and we're going to be like, it feels like it's going to be a wee bit more puzzle based. So it kind of been getting the vibe that it's borrowing a little bit from Tears of the Kingdom, this game, a wee bit. Not entirely, but just a little bit. And I kind of don't want the game to be entirely like puzzle based. If I want to be a mage, I kind of like want to be blowing stuff up with the staff and that. And I hope we get to see a wee bit more combat in regards to that. But it looks okay. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's. I think they want everybody's playthrough to be unique, which is kind of like what they've been doing for the later 3D Zelda games. So they're bringing that forward to 2D here. And I'm okay with that. I just hope there's no huge emphasis on the puzzle stuff. I kind of want to see what ranged fighting could be like as Zelda. It's cool that Zelda could be doing the exact opposite of like what Link does. Link is in your face with a sword, but Zelda's at a distance with her staff. So I hope we get a lot of cool powers with the staff. I'm really hoping, because they've not showcased a lot of it in this trailer. I hope for the best. But yeah, I mean, overall, I don't know. I'm not like feeling entirely hyped about the game. I kind of felt like the same way about, because I was someone who wanted like a new Princess Peach game. And that game did get announced, and I was looking forward to it for a long time until I seen the gameplay, and then I decided no to get it. And I think the general consensus on that game is mostly like, it's alright. Probably should have been like a bigger deal for a Princess Peach game. And I can't help but get the feeling that it's kind of going to be the same here. It should be a big deal for Zelda, but like it might not end up being that big a deal. It might be mid, you know, it might be like a mid experience at best. And I genuinely think like changing the art style from Chibi would have been the best thing for this game. But nonetheless, you know, I mean, that's just my opinion. Game could come out and be amazing. I'd like to know what some people think about the game. You know, are people just like on the hype train? No, is it like clouding their judgment of that? Do you guys actually like absolutely love the Chibi style for like these games? I mean, I'm definitely know somebody that likes it. But nonetheless, that's just my opinion. Hope people don't get too upset about it. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one.